Peace and blessings, family. It's me, Coach 67 Sports TV. Shout out to the awesome and amazing LDBC, Lions Den Boxing community. If you celebrate, hopefully you had a Merry Christmas and wishing you a Happy New Year. I'm finally over the flu, and as a result, it's time for me to get back on my grind. Before you go any further, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of January 2023. So subscribe to the channel. All right, this particular video, I'll be talking about my Jags, Southern University, home of the mighty Jaguars, greatest university in the world. Southern University starting quarterback, Besean McCray. He has entered the transfer portal. For whatever reason, he was starting quarterback most of the year, and I've made several videos talking about it. He shouldn't have been the starting quarterback. That should have been Glendon Bubba McDaniel. However, based on the relationship that he had with Coach Eric Dooley, he was the starting quarterback. So I don't know if he had some type of conversation with Coach Dooley based on what he should do with his future. In many instances, these players, they don't have conversations with their coaches. They just, for whatever reason, they make a rash decision and just decide to enter the transfer portal. However, I don't think it's a real wise choice of decision unless he has a landing spot in mind, or unless he's talked to some coaches from another school that's interested in recruiting him to their particular school, interested in having them play on their team. Just to give you an example, last year Jordan Lewis, after the season when Coach Dooley became the head coach, he entered the transfer portal, and Jordan Lewis had an excellent junior year. All right, his junior year was much better than his senior year at Southern this past year, and he entered the transfer portal, and evidently he got some bad advice. He just decided to make the decision. Fortunately for him, Coach Dooley talked to him, and he decided to come back to Southern. So in Besean McCray's particular situation, even though in my opinion he really should not have been the starting quarterback this past year at Southern. He did start every game. He was serviceable. He was good enough to get him to the SWAC championship game, even though he shouldn't have been starting in the game himself or just starting most of the season. So, it'll be interesting to see where he ends up going. Does he end up going to another SWAC school? Or, does he end up back at Southern? It's going to be interesting to see. If I was a betting man, I would bet that he would end up back at Southern. But it just kind of remains to be seen. And one other thing, too, I was talking to someone about how he reminds me so much of Ladarius Skelton. And both Besean McCray and Ladarius Skelton, when they were in junior college, they were like great players based on their highlights and their footage. However, when they get to Southern, they both look like glorified running backs playing the quarterback position. So if he does leave and Southern get some other quarterbacks, hopefully whatever junior college they've been getting them from, they go a different route, because in both of those instances you had quarterbacks that had excellent footage, and they looked great in terms of their JC footage. However, when they got to Southern, they were just basically glorified running backs playing the quarterback position. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens to Besean McCray. I wish him the best, whether he comes back to Southern or not. Hopefully he lands on his feet and he's in a favorable situation. That's the end for this video. That's the end of this video. So like the video, share the video, comment in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. It's me, Coach 67 Sports TV. Shout out to the awesome and amazing LDBC. Y'all have a blessed and phenomenal evening. Peace and blessings.